So if you can please all bring your lamps near to you when we are ready, so it'll be easy for you to kind of do the puja online. So just keep your lamps ready with ghee. And then we'll move on to the higher taste, understand what that is all about. And we'll also share some pictures and videos with you of Damodar Leela and some pictures of the past events that we've had. So again, thank you everybody for coming in. So Karthik Prabhu, can you move on to the next slide for me, please? So just to, before we move on to the Kirtan, I'm just going to brief you about the importance of chanting and Kirtan. Now, again, Hare Krishna, everybody. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So this Mahamantra is very important, as we all know. Ancient sages have declared that there are particular spiritual sounds or mantras that emanate from a spiritual stratum. Now, if we are able to connect with such a pure sound, then we can derive immense benefit from this that will help us progress through the materialistic clutter that we have and help awaken our spiritual consciousness. The greatest sound for this era is the spiritual sound vibration called the Mahamantra. So let's just join hands together and just chant this mantra once. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This sound vibration is not a sectarian chant, nor does one need to even understand its meaning to acquire its full benefit. Now, these words are in Sanskrit, an ancient language that forms the basis of all the modern Indian languages. Hare refers to the spiritual, all-pervading energy of the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna. Now, Krishna means the Supreme Lord who is all-attractive, and Ram means that Supreme Lord who is the source of all pleasure. The Maha in Maha Mantra means the greatest chant for liberation, in this Kali Yuga especially. The chanting of the Maha Mantra was introduced to the West by Srila Prabhupada when he arrived in New York in 1966. With virtually no resources, he sat at Tompkins Square Park and chanted this Maha Mantra with a set of symbols. Now, Srila Prabhupada had implicit faith in this chanting of the holy names as a means to liberate the soul from its entanglement into the material world. He taught that chanting should be done as a daily personal meditation, as a means to reinvigorate one's spiritual consciousness, counteract the distress of this age, and develop the love for the Lord. He also gave us the ecstatic collective chanting called Kirtan. This is what we will be doing today. So we have Aishwarya Mataji with us today, who is going to do the Kirtan for us. You can turn your audios off, and if you would like to sing along, you can definitely do it, but please turn your audios off. So I'll hand it over to Aishwarya Mataji for the Kirtan. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
We will first chant the Pranam mantra.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Dharine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Rama
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Rama
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Jaya Radha Damodara, Radha Damodara, Radha Damodara, Radhe Radhe.
Jaya Radha Damodara, Radha Damodara, Radha Damodara, Radhe Radhe.
Jaya Panchatattva, Jaya Panchatattva, Jaya Panchatattva, Jaya Panchatattva.
Jaya Panchatattva, Jaya Panchatattva, Jaya Panchatattva, Jaya Panchatattva.
Jaya Gaurarika, 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 Jaya Gaurarika.
Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai.
Jai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
हरिनाम संकीर्तन की
जय।
श्रीला प्रभुपाद की
जय।
जय।
Thank you very much, Aishwarya Mataji. I can see the kids at the background doing a wonderful job as well. Thank you. Hare Krishna to them. And Karthik Prabhu as well. Thank you. That was a very energetic and divine Kirtan. Thank you very much. So now we will move on to the next slide, Karthik Prabhu, please. So this is about Srila Prabhupada's 125th anniversary. I would like to hand over this to Achyuta Prabhu and Hari Baldeva Prabhu.
Thank you. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Yeah, this is my son, Hari Baldev. So thank you everyone for coming. So this particular slide is we're just gonna, it's really kind of more kind of a reminder because this is this year 2021 will be Srila Prabhupada's 125th anniversary. You know, as Pinky Mataji said, Srila Prabhupada actually established the International Society in 1966. He kind of started his chanting in the Tompkins Square, and he left this planet in 1977 after being around for a good 11 years. And so, yeah, so it's 125 years if you were to be around. So this is 125th anniversary. A lot of things have happened this year. And one of the important hallmark events is in Calcutta, where he was born. He was actually born under the jackfruit tree. And it was actually under the government rule. And there were actually a lot of other people living in that area, but ISKCON has managed to get that property, and they've actually made it a wonderful place of remembrance. So if we do go to Calcutta, it's a very important place to visit where he's appeared. So there's a lot of wonderful events happening. So I just thought it was just kind of more a reminder and kind of a dedication to Srila Prabhupada. Without Prabhupada, we wouldn't be here today. So I thought it's important to glorify the Acharya first before we start. Thank you. Thank you very much. We can move on to the next slide, Prabhu.
So this month, October 20th to November the 19th, is Damodar month. So the meaning of this month is Dharma means rope and Udara means waist. So Lord Damodar was tied with a rope on his waist by Mother Yashoda. And this month is very dear to Lord Damodar or Lord Krishna, because the presiding deity is Kartika Devi, who is also known as Srimati Radharani. So because it's a very dear month to Lord Krishna, any type of prayer or lamp they offer, even if it's only one lamp, you get 100 times the benefit, because Krishna is showing all of his mercy and his love and affection in this Kartik month. Yeah, can we go to the next slide?
Thank you very much. So now I'm going to just briefly, there are quite a lot of Sanskrit verses glorifying this particular month, and it's really a wonderful month, and it's a very auspicious month. It's a very special month. Actually, Krishna actually asks us to kindly remember him, actually. So he's not asking for our wealth. He's not asking for beauty. He's not asking for strength. He's not asking any of that. He's only asking us to remember. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Antakale chamameva smaran muktva kalevaram. Smaran means remember. If you do remember at the time when you leave this body, I will actually kind of take you to my abode. So this is very, very important, because remembering the Lord is not very easy, because we can remember so many things. You know, when we actually not well, or when we're kind of in a state where we are going through a lot of difficulties, we cannot remember the Supreme. We remember our wife, our kids, our bank balance, you know, what insurance we have, all those kind of things kind of come in memory. So the only way to remember is when we practice. We have to practice this process on a daily basis, then we will get the remembrance. Because if you really see what is the purpose of life, there is some degree of divinity we need to attain, and we need to kind of aspire for. And this particular Kartik month is special because, as Haribaldev was saying, even if you do a small service, you get a lot of benefit. It's called the sale month. You get 100 times the benefit. So I'll just read a few Sanskrit verses, and then you will read the translation. So the first one here, it says, is come from the Skanda Puran. Skande tatraiva kalpakoti sahasrani patakani bahuni api nimeshardena deepasya vilayam yanti kartike.
The translation is, in the Skanda Purana, it is said, when one offers a lamp during the month of Kartika, his sins in many thousands or millions of births perish in half an eye.
That's very how powerful this lamp offering is, because Kartika means what? Kartika Devi or Kirtida. Kirtida, Radharani's mother's name is Kirtida. So she's also called Kirtika or Kartika Devi. So she's got another name, and she's very special. So this month of Kartik is actually very dear to Krishna. And it starts from Purnima to Purnima. So we start on the 20th and it finishes on the 19th. So the next verse is actually the importance of Kartik month. Kartikam kalu vaimasam sarva maheshu chotamam punyanam paramam punyam pavananam cha pavanam.
Kartika is the best of months, the most pious of pious deeds, the most purifying of all that purify.
So yeah, so again, it's kind of amplifying the glories of this particular month. So it'll be nice if we all take this opportunity, although we have this small program, which we are meant to kind of create awareness and help you all. It'll be nice if you can also pursue this in your daily life. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Over to you, Pinky Mataji again.
Thank you, Achita Prabhu and Haripal Dev. Thank you very much, Hare Krishna. That was really nice. Thank you for letting us know about the importance of Kartik month, and also making us understand why it is important to offer lamp during this month especially. Thank you very much. I'm going to move on. We'll hand it over to Ganesh Rai Prabhu, who is going to talk about the importance of Diwali again, and again, why is month of Kartik dear to Lord Shri Krishna. Over to you, Ganesh Rai Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Pinky Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
So yeah, we will meditate on the Diwali. So it says in the Padma Puran, among all 12 months, the month of Kartik is dear to Lord Shri Krishna. If somebody performs a little worship of Lord Shri Hari in this month, he offers that devotee his own abode. Yeah, so this statement is true. Then in the Dashavatara Stotra, it says, O Keshava, O Lord of the universe, O Lord Hari, we have assumed the form of Ramachandra. All glories to you. In the battle of Lanka, you destroy the 10-headed demon Ravana and distribute his heads as a delightful offering to the presiding deities of the 10 directions, headed by Indra. This action was long desired by all of them who were much harassed by this monster. So these are the statements from the Puranas. So now we will meditate on the Diwali. It's an acronym like light, L-I-G-H-T. We'll go through each of words. So it's L for love here. So we all want to love and to be loved. It's the deepest longing we have. So the Ayodhya Vasis, after a great longing, offered their lambs, welcoming Lord Ram. So we are all longing for that eternal love. And that is our Supreme Lord Krishna or Lord Rama. So we want to welcome them in our hearts by lighting the lamps of love or bhakti. So the second word letter is I. I is for intelligence. So you see, love can be trapped in a bubble of imagination. If love is manipulated, it can take us in wrong directions. Example, in Ramayana, Manthara poisoned Kaikeyi, and Kaikeyi exiled Lord Rama to the forest because she wanted to make her son Bharat the king. So our tender emotions must be guided by sound intelligence. Otherwise, there are many agents like Manthara out there to manipulate us. Third word, letter, Gileless. Gileless means innocence or without deception. So Lord Ram came back because Bharat genuinely wanted him to come back. Similarly, in our lives, the Lord comes back if we really want him to come back. Why do we want him? Because he is our object of eternal shelter and strength. So we become ever joyful and strong. Our longing to love comes from this core. That's why we seek for everlasting love. Nothing is eternal here, but our desire to be always be happy comes not from this world, but from the core. We move on to the third letter H, hope. We look at the world horizontally, and all we find is difficulties, challenges, etc., etc. We become hopeless. But instead, if we learn to look up vertically, we will understand there is some higher plan. We may think from a material perspective to be happy. At times, we are in or out of control. When out of control, our anxiety is multiplied. Remember, it's out of my control, not out of control. With that hope, we persevere. Just like the Ayodhya Vasis waited for 14 years to see their lordships. Then comes the T, letter T, transcendence. So at times we get caught on the externals. Example, political, social, etc. But we need to transcend this for a higher purpose. Raise our consciousness. Please understand, reality is both material and spiritual. At material level, when we are in distress, hope is an abstract emotion. Transcendence means we see that things are already right at higher level of reality. Like example, on a hot day, we prefer to get an air conditioner to feel cooler. So when we see things from spiritual perspective, so we raise our consciousness in spiritual reality, we experience real peace. So Bhakti Yoga means we get experience of spiritual reality descending from the Lord. The holy name are like ladders or elevators that helps us to reach the supreme. So when we transcend the worldly situations, we are not threatened, but strengthened. Our ability to deal with the external is becomes stronger. So we see from the transcendental perspective, even if all is going wrong. So important to note here, when we are down to nothing, we should always know that God is up to something. I'll repeat that. When we are down to nothing, we should always know that God is up to something. This endearing hope is what we want to light in our hearts by lighting the lamps of Diwali through love or bhakti. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Over to you, Pinky ji.
Hare Krishna, Ganesh Rai Prabhu. Thank you very much for that wonderful explanation of the word Diwali. Like, as you said, we have to surrender to Lord Krishna with all our love. And, you know, emotions should be guided by sound intelligence. That's a very powerful thing that you've said, because emotions can go haywire anytime. So if you're not guided in the right direction, then obviously that can take a different turn. Thank you very much, Prabhu, for enlightening us. And just to quote on that, we know when you said when we are down, it's always good to know that Krishna is up to something. That is so powerful. It makes me remember one of the shloka from Bhagavad Gita. I can't remember the shlok, but I can remember the summary of that shlok that said, when Krishna favors us, he tends to take everything away from us. So we should know that he's up to something obviously good and divine is definitely coming on our plates. So thank you very much, Prabhu, again. Karthik Prabhu, can we move on to the next slide, please? So now we're going to see the Damodar Leela, little Krishna being naughty, tied up with a rope by Mother Yashoda. So this is again something very interesting, and that would again strengthen our love for Krishna. Can we have the video on, please, Karthik Prabhu?
Hare Krishna devotees, we are now going to transport you to the abode of the Lord, to Vrindavan Dham, where the Lord performed his sweet pastimes. The lotus feet of the Lord is rarely seen by the yogis in their hearts, and here we can see that Lord is walking in the vision of all the inhabitants of Raja and exchanging sweet pastimes with his devotees. Thus, Supreme Lord Krishna, every day and every moment, displayed wonderful incidents to increase the affection of Nanda Maharaj, Yashoda, and all his dear devotees in Vrindavan. So special is the appearance and activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, verse 10, Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo vaiti tatvataha. His appearance and activities are divyam, transcendental. Seeing the moon-like face destroys all our miseries. This is incomparable mercy bestowed on all of us. So let us all get ready to hear the sweet pastimes of the darling of Vrindavan, and how Mother Yashoda binds Lord Krishna by her love and devotion.
Manigriva. We have been trapped inside those Arjuna trees. The great sage Narad Muni placed us there for being too proud of our material wealth.
He said that we would meet the Supreme Lord face to face and be freed from our bondage. And so it has come to pass.
We shall be your devotees forevermore.
That was really good. That was a good video explaining and showing us Damodar Leela. It's just, you know, when you see the pastimes of Krishna, you know, you don't feel that you want to end this. So it's like insatiable. You just can watch it all day long. But of course, we have to move on now. So I'm going to invite now Raghavli Mataji and Nadia. We're going to talk about Damodar Leela again, explain us the importance and brief us why Damodar Leela is important, and again, what does it actually mean to us? Raghavli Mataji and Nadia, please.
Okay, Hare Krishna. Thank you, Pinky Mataji, and thank you all. I guess you all could have seen this little video clip of Little Krishna plenty of times, or if this is the first time, I hope you enjoyed watching this video clip. This is very, very sweet pastime between Mother and the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So we would want to first of all recite a prayer, the English translation of a beautiful prayer in a conversation between Narada Muni and Satyavrata Muni. So here is Nadia, who's going to tell us the translation of this prayer.
Hare Krishna. O Lord Damodara, I first of all offer my obeisances to the brilliantly effulgent rope which binds your belly. I then offer my obeisances to your belly, which is the abode of the entire universe. I humbly bow down to your most beloved Srimati Radharani, and I offer all obeisances to you, the Supreme Lord who displays unlimited pastimes. Shri Damodar Ishtakam Ki Jai.
Thank you, Nadia. So this prayer is in itself and wrapping the whole essence of this beautiful pastime, because the pastime in itself is how Mother Yashoda is binding her lovely beloved son Krishna, who's none other than the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Srila Prabhupada in the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam has explained this in a story way as well. There are two chapters from Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto, which is chapter 9 and chapter 10. So this is Krishna book, which is the condensed version of Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto, which is full of all these beautiful stories of little Krishna with his mom killing demons in Vrindavan, and going to Mathura, killing Kamsa, and so on and so on and so on. So many beautiful stories, up to 94 stories there for us to read and enjoy. So in this particular pastime, Srila Prabhupada has explained that Mother is attempting to bind her son. In that attempt, she is putting so much of hard labor. You would have seen this now by yourself, how Mother Yashoda was running here and there, and then finally she caught Krishna. So then the Lord has agreed to be bound by Mother. It looks so simple because it is very as simple as that. But to us as jivas who are in this material world, who are in this world, which is different to the spiritual world, where these pastimes are between the Supreme Personality of Godhead and his mother and the devotees and the gopis and the Gopakumaras is happening, is in a very different mood. So how can we bind Lord is something that we can think about it. And we can also take lessons from this pastime. That is what we have to do in this special month of Kartik Damodar month, to go deeper in our spiritual life, or to at least start our spiritual life. So how we can do is that we can do one thing, very, very simple. Yeah. Now, Nadia is going to tell a verse from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9, verse 26, and the translation, and then I'll tell you what we can do.
Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhakta prayachate tataham bhakti bhakritam asnami prayatatnaha. The translation is, if one offers me a leaf with love and devotion, a leaf, flower, fruit or water, I shall accept it.
Thank you, Nadia. So the translation as it goes is that we just need to offer with love and devotion a leaf, a flower, that is tulsi flower, and then fruit, or water. Very simple as that. We cook our food every day, so we can offer that. Cooked food, we can offer something like milk, a plain as simple as water, or cut fruits to the Lord with tulsi leaf, with all the love, and then we can have that as prasad every day in this Kartik month. That is a beginning step. So then in that way we express our surrender to the Lord. When we express our surrender to the Lord in this way, then the Lord is bound to accept. That is the second step, that how he is giving his willingness to be bound by his beloved mother. The same way the Supreme Lord cannot be bound by anybody else other than his devotees, who shows that willingness to surrender, who shows a little bit of love in their heart towards Supreme Lord. When we are taking one step towards the Supreme Lord, then he takes 10 steps, even 100 steps in the special Kartik Damodar month. So what we're going to do now here is that we're going to take our diyas. I guess you all would have had your diyas ready. Sorry if we didn't say that earlier. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to display a picture of Sri Radha Madhav and Yashoda Damodar from Sri Maipur. We can pray mentally to the Supreme Lord to accept that beautiful lamp that we're going to offer to the Lord. We can make a wish. The wish is something very, very special to you, because you're going to make this wish to the Supreme Lord. So you are going to ask him for something very, very special. Yeah, don't ask for something very small, because he is the Supreme Personality of God and he can give you anything and everything. So think about it deeply as to what you can ask. For example, you can ask that, let my mind be focused on your lotus feet all through this Kartik month, or let me do this offering of lamp with love, undistracted and without any disturbance all through this Kartik month, or let me do one round of japa all through this month. Like that, we can make a wish, something very spiritual and something very, very special that we have not made. And then we're going to lit our beautiful lamp with all our hearts and offer it to the Lord. Okay, so we're going to offer 7 times in circle, in clockwise, to the Lord. I'm going to go and get our lamps as well and come and join you guys. So please take your lamps, lit it, and then we're going to display this beautiful picture. On the background, there'll be this prayer called Damodar Ashtakam that will be recited. So we can all join in and do this as a group offering. Okay, I'll be in 2 seconds back with you with my lamp, and we'll give everybody probably 1 or 2 seconds to get their lamps ready. Is that okay?
Sure, Mataji.
Yes, okay. Yes, we're all ready. Everyone ready?
Yes, we can start. Yeah.
Namami Sharam Sachidanandrupam Lasat Kudanam Gokule Prajamanam Yasodaviyo Lokanadavamanam Param Nisamachandruto Druchagopya Ludantamohane Israyutam Rijantam Karam Bojayogena Satam Ganesam Swasakam Bhate Kankakanta Nita Garvam Damodaram Bhaktivana Niti Jiksadila Virananda Kande Swadoshame Rajantam Akyapayanta Tadiye Sita Jeshu Bhakta Jitatma Munatme Madastam Satam Nittivande Varam Diva Moksham Namoksha Vadimba Nachani Vedeham Varishadapiha Idam Deva Bonata Gopala Bala Sadam Vimanasya Virastam Gemandai Idam Temukam Bojamatyanta Vitam Kundalaistega Raktaistegobhya Ushchametam Bimbaraktadarame Manasya Virastamalamakshadavai Namo Deva Damodar Ananta Vishnu Prasida Bravo Duga Galadimaka Vipajasti Visyate Dinambadanu Vihanu Shamamagya Vidyakshijasya Verata Javada Mutai Vyadvat Sayamotita Bhakti Vajakitacha Tatsa Prema Bhaktim Svakame Prayacha Namokshika Homisti Damodareya Namaste Studamne Spuradiptidamne Kadiodarayata Vishwasyadamne Namo Radhikaya Kadiya Piyaya Namo Nadariraya Devaya Dubhya Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
That was really nice. Thank you, Raghavli Mataji and Nadia, again explaining us the importance of Damodar Leela and how we can offer the lamps and what all we can offer to Lord Shri Krishna. So now I'm going to hand it over to Karthika for translating Damodar Ashtakam to us, please.
Hare Krishna, everyone. I'm going to be translating the verses for Damodar Ashtakam. So it starts off, to the Supreme Lord, whose form is the embodiment of eternal existence, knowledge, and bliss, whose shark-shaped earrings are swinging to and fro, who is beautifully shining in the divine realm of Gokula, who I, due to the offense of breaking the pot of yogurt that his mother was churning into butter and then stealing the butter that was kept hanging from a swing, is quickly running from the wooden grinding mortar in fear of Mother Yashoda. but who has been caught from behind by her who ran after him with greater speed. To that Supreme Lord, Sri Damodara, I offer my humble obeisances. Seeing the whipping stick in his mother's hand, he is crying and rubbing his eyes again and again with his two lotus hands. His eyes are filled with fear, and the necklace of pearls around his neck, which is marked with 3 lines like a conch shell, is shaking because of his quick breathing due to his crying. To this Supreme Lord, Sri Damodara, whose belly is bound not with ropes, but by his mother's pure love, I offer my humble obeisances. By such childhood pastimes as this he is drowning the inhabitants of Gokula in pools of ecstasy, and is revealing to those devotees who are absorbed of his supreme majesty and opulence, that he is only conquered by devotees his pure love is imbues with intimacy and frees with all conceptions of awe and reverence. With great love, I again offer my obeisances to Lord Damodara hundreds and hundreds of times. O Lord, although you are able to give all kinds of benedictions, I do not pray to you for the boon of impersonal liberation, nor the highest liberation of eternal life in Vaikuntha, nor any other boon which may be obtained by executing the 9 processes of bhakti. O Lord, I simply wish that this form of yours as Bala Gopala in Vrindavana may ever be manifest in my heart. For what is this use to me of any other boon besides this? O Lord, your lotus face, which is encircled by locks of soft black hair tinged with red, is kissed again and again by Mother Yashoda, and your lips are reddish like the bimba fruit. May this beautiful vision of your lotus face be ever manifest in my heart. Thousands and thousands of other benedictions are of no use to me. O Supreme Godhead, I offer my obeisances unto you. O Damodara, O Ananta, O Vishnu, O Master, O my Lord, be pleased upon me. By showering your glance of mercy upon me, deliver this poor ignorant fool who is immersed in an ocean of worldly sorrows and become visible to my eyes. O Lord Damodara, just as the 2 sons of Kuvera, Manigriva and Narakuvera, were delivered from the curse of Narada and made into great devotees by you in your form, as a baby tied with a rope to a wooden grinding mortar. In the same way, please give me your own Prema Bhakti. I only long for this and have no desire for any kind of liberation. O Lord Damodara, I first of all offer my obeisances to the brilliantly effulgent rope which binds your belly. I then offer my obeisances to your belly, which is the abode of the entire universe. I humbly bow down to your most beloved Srimati Radharani, and I offer all my obeisances to you, the Supreme Lord, who displays unlimited pastimes. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Kartika. Hare Krishna. Thank you for translating Damodar Ashtakam for us. Can we move on to the next slide, please, Kartik Prabhu? So we are talking about the higher taste here. Now, higher taste, of course, means not the material taste of food that we're talking about only, but we're talking about something much more important. So we're talking about how association is important. Of course, we have to associate with pure devotees to enhance and strengthen our devotion for Lord Shri Krishna. And you can associate with us if you have any questions or any doubts or whatever. You can just get in touch with Nottingham Namahatta, and obviously we will be happy to assist you. As Achyuta Prabhu and Raghavli Mataji, Ganesha Prabhu mentioned how important it is to offer lamp in this Kartik month especially, and also offering flowers if we can, and reciting the Damodar prayers and Damodar Ashtakam if we can. and chanting the holy name of Krishna with this beautiful Mahamantra that's been given to us, and this has made life simple for us actually. But again, please keep chanting, and if you chant and do kirtan as well alongside, that would be wonderful. Keep reading books by Srila Prabhupada, especially Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, or any book that you can actually read at home in your own time. That would be really good, and that would help you with your devotional life as well. It's very important that we keep our diet, our food, meatless and healthy, especially during this Kartik month. So if you want to take a vow, especially for this month, if you want to go vegetarian, you can do that as well. And Shastradhan is considered again the topmost charity. So you can obviously give Bhagavad Gita and any books by Srila Prabhupada to your friends and family if you wish, because that's considered as a topmost charity. Please feel free to do so. And if you would like to take any books from us, you can definitely contact us, and we would be again happy to assist you. Can we move on to the next slide, please, Kartik Prabhu? I'm going to hand it over now to Raghavri Mataji again to just take us through the past events and just to share what we've done in the past. As you can see, this slide in front of us, which is again an acronym ABCD, which we just spoke about, that association is important, and how important is the chanting of holy name, and what you can do in this Kartik month, offering lamps daily. You can also observe Ekadashi when we fast for Ekadashi every 2 weeks. So thank you very much again. I'll hand it over to Raghavri Mataji. Kartik Prabhu, can you please move on to the next slide for me? All yours, Raghavri Mataji.
Okay, thank you. So we will start with the first slide that is on the right top left corner. You can see beautiful all savories and sweets, and I don't know how big is your screen, but if you can, you're relishing with your eyes the prasad, the bhoga that's been offered and distributed as prasad to devotees. This is summer Rath Yatra festival. That is Rath Yatra, I guess you all know, is where Lord Jagannath, who is sitting on the back of the altar in this picture. This is a makeshift altar in garden. And you can see loads of deities there in the front, and so much of bhoga being put in earth pots, and there is a cake as well in the middle. So this is a Rath Yatra festival hosted by our devotee friends, Her Grace Hema Krishna and Ranjit Prabhu in their back garden, as we were not able to go to the London Rath Yatra this year. So they've kindly hosted this mini Rath Yatra, that is basically a chariot festival, pulling Lord Jagannath all through into our house, into our hearts, and offering him all these bhoga and distributing as prasad. So that was in summer. Then a little later, coming to the top left right picture, where you can see again Jagannath and Baladev and Subhadra, and then mini Jagannath, and then behind are loads of Gurnitai, is very special visit to our home from a senior devotee in London who bought their house deities. You all know Arvind Krishna. Some of you would know Arvind Krishna and his good wife Yamuneshwari Mataji. So they are worshipping this beautiful Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra in their house. So when this Jagannath, Baladev and Subhadra came all the way from East London to Nottingham, our devotees were like constantly coming in. They were doing kirtan, they were doing some cooking and offering. It was like in a different mood. We didn't know how the 3 days went, only we were totally engaged, and the senior devotees, they kept us all occupied in the service of Lord Jagannath in that way. Then here, again on the bottom right is the picture of the Jagannath Chariot Festival held in Hema Krishna and Ranjit Prabhu's back garden. So those are the devotees who came for the festival. You can see all are in summer attire, and after pulling the chariot, they're giving a picture pose like a group photo. You can see all the beautiful faces there. And then we've got here people are putting their hands up in happiness, and little Radha smiling there in front as well. So this is a visit to the eco farm by our congregation, sometimes in summer. That's a ahimsa farm. That is, I forgot where it is. Do you know where the ahimsa farm is? Achut Prabhu, do you know where the ahimsa farm is? It's not coming.
Yeah, that's okay. I think
Rutland Park, is it?
yeah, it's in Leicester.
Oh, it is in Leicester. Yeah, Rutland Park. Thank you. Yes. So some of the devotees took the opportunity to go and visit the cows, which are very favorite for Krishna there, and how beautifully these cows are maintained with love by the devotees who are living in Ahimsa farm. So this is all some of the activities that we did as a congregation this year. There are plenty more to show, but we're not bombarding you with lots of pictures. But we can, if you come to our house, then we can show you lots of pictures and have lots of beautiful chat and give you some prasadam too. So, Hare Krishna.
Next slide, Prabhuji.
Can we have the next slide, please, Prabhuji?
Okay. Yes. Yes, so here we have the on the top left is Giriraj Govardhan. This is Govardhan Puja from November 2020, because we were still not congregating, but the close devotees, they made this beautiful Giriraj on the day of Govardhan Puja, which is after Diwali, it comes usually. So this year, Diwali comes on the 4th of November, and 5th of November is the Annakut Govardhan Puja festival. As you all know, there is a beautiful pastime as well, where Lord Krishna expands himself as this big Govardhan hill, and then he engulfs all the offerings. So this is again celebrated in Ganesha Prabhu's home, this festival. Then on the bottom left corner, we have again a massive offering of Chapan Bhog with our Jagannath, Baladev Subhadra, and Gaur from our congregation. This is a very recent one. So this happened on the first day of the lamp offering, that is on the Sharad Purnima day. Again, in our dear devotee, Hema Krishna and her good husband, Ranjit Prabhu's home. The devotees, they prepared all these offerings and made as Bhoga, as we explained in the beginning of some of the slides ago, as we explained that what we can do is Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. So whatever we can do, as we made as a offering there to the lordships for their pleasure, and we were sat around and doing kirtan, waiting for the lordships to have their offering, and then distributed this prasadam. Then we have our there is, I think that's a little video clip where our senior god sister, Her Grace Yamuneshwari,
Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol, 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 Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Yes, so this is our senior god sister and my co-sister as well, Her Grace Yamuneshwari, who is offering arati to the lordships in the evening during the Sandhya time, singing kirtan and waving the peacock feather for the pleasure of the Lordship. So these are some of the nice pictures we want to share with you. Hope you all enjoyed it. And I can see in the chat, Hema Krishna has shared the Ahimsa farm details as well. Please check them details when you have time, and then save it on your phone. It's a beautiful place to visit, as well as the Govardhan Puja is coming. You can be engaging yourself in some Go Seva by giving some charity, or if you want to ring them and ask if there are any specific sevas they want you to come there in person and do, you can find out by giving them a bell. Okay, is that all, Pinky Mataji?
There's another slide, Mataji. I think this is about the lights. Can you please just explain this as well to us?
Right, what is the slide? Shall we play the slide and then I can explain? Yes. So we are bringing Diwali in advance, as Ganesh Prabhu explained beautifully the significance of light in his slide, Diwali and Damodar. Here we are seeing this fireworks that's displayed in Bhaktivanta manner. I think that was in 2018 before the lockdown, or 2019. So every year Bhaktivanta Manor, they do this fireworks as well. This year as well, there is some information on their website about the Diwali festival, which is on the 7th of November. So please check their website, and if that's convenient, then you can book. It's a free ticket, but you'll still have to book to go and visit and then take part in this Diwali festival. Okay. So hope you all enjoyed watching all these pictures and slides, and thank you so much. Over to you, Pinky Mataji.
Thank you, Raghavli Mataji. Hare Krishna. That was wonderful. Thank you for sharing all the pictures with us, explaining what the events were, and also talking about the karma-free food that we could see on the slides, and how we offer it to Shri Krishna first and eat the rest of it as prasadam. So it's just that, these festivals, these events actually keep us going and motivate us to actually walk on this path of devotion. And we also meet pure devotees in these events, which is really wonderful. So thank you everybody for joining us today and spending this time with us, patiently listening to all of us. And if you have any questions, as I said, please feel free to get back to us. We have in front of us the screen where we've shared our Facebook page and the Instagram handle as well, so you can like and follow the page and obviously share with your family and friends. So Hare Krishna everybody, thank you once again for joining. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Thank you.
Thank you everybody. Thank you, it was very nice. Thank you Pinky Mataji for wonderful seva. So we got Valmiki Prabhu, thank you for all the efforts. Pinky Mataji, Arvind Prabhu, Raghavali Mataji, thank you. And is there anybody else wants to say anything before we?
Hare Krishna, yes. My name's Roshni, and I am new to Krishna consciousness. I sort of started through School of Bhakti online last year during lockdown. I am currently suffering with COVID at the moment. I'm isolating. But I've been in the Nottingham Yacht Yatra group for many years. But I've only just found Krishna. But I was just wondering, where are you all from? Because I saw the link and then I forgot, because I do other things with the School of Bhakti, and then I suddenly remembered about this program, so I've only just logged on. But are you all based in Nottingham or Leicester, or I just wondered.
Ratha Yatra WhatsApp group?
Yes, so
Yeah.
I'm in the Yath Yatra WhatsApp group, but I've been on there for many years. I've always attended Yath Yatra for the last 10,
Yeah.
12, 15 years maybe. But we are very close friends of the Nandas.
Yes.
And so we've always come with them. But obviously the last 3-4 years, maybe not, due to various reasons. But yes, I just wondered, because it was in the Nottingham group.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're all from
Yeah.
Nottingham, actually. I think there are a few, maybe, obviously for today's program, we probably have quite a few new people who are coming from different places. But the entire slide presentation and organization which we've done today is entirely from, we're all based in Nottingham. Some of us are in West Bridgford, Woollerton area and all that kind of thing.
Oh, lovely. Okay, that's fantastic.
Yes.
I did check with the Nandas and they said that you weren't having the Friday Harinam at the moment. Is that correct?
Yeah, the Friday evenings we used to gather in the community center because of the COVID, and we're not fully entirely sure whether we want to go back. So we've just kind of postponed it for now.
Yeah.
But what we're doing is we're doing an online Friday evenings, and
Okay.
maybe Ganesh Rai Prabhu can send you the link, and then
okay, yeah,
you can join in.
Yeah.
But then we're trying our best, actually, in spite of the COVID, trying to meet up and do things at various levels, online and in person as much as possible. So
yeah, I'm doing quite a bit already with the School of Bhakti. I'm in a Bhakti Vriksha group, and so I log on to a lot of things there already. But I will surely, because I want to get to know this and have your association as well, because it's closer to home.
very good, very good, nice, Mataji. I think I don't know if Ganesh Rai Prabhu is. Yeah, he has your contact. So
I posted that in Rath Yatra. I know Roshni is here, so I can send you the link.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, that's thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
Thank you, Roshni Masi. Thank you very much. Anyone
Thank
else
you.
wants to say anything? Nijantani, Karan, Prabhu, Valmiki Prabhu. You gonna say anything, Valmiki Prabhu?
Yeah, Prabhu, nice to see you all. It's been a while.
We can't see you.
Nice to see Ganesh Prabhu. Yeah, long time. Yeah.
No,
thank you. Like you guys are so consistent, Prabhu. Really, thank you again for this association. A lot of effort, and I think, like we discussed with Arvind Prabhu, the phone improvise. We have to improvise and keep doing this. Modify things. How we're meeting with the COVID restrictions. Modify everything. Everything is doing. We're doing a lot of stuff online as well. So keep it going, Prabhu. That's a lot of efforts. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Valmiki Prabhu, for your prayers, and you're always our well-wisher. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Thank you. Anyone else wants to say anything?
Thank you for the invite today. I forgot. Thank you for
invite.
reminding me. Yeah, sorry.
Very nice. Very nice to hear you, bro. Yes.
Thank you for appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.
did,
Please
yeah.
kindly pass on the message to your friends as well, because we're just trying to reach out as much as possible. So, like, for example, we've got a gentleman from India today, so I don't know how he's coping. It's nearly midnight there. So, yeah, so I think please kindly pass the message across as well. Thank you. Pinky Mata, you want to say anything?
Yeah, well, I would just like to say thank you very much for giving us the opportunity, giving me the opportunity to serve. It was really nice, very well organized. Thank you. And thank you for everybody else as well who's joined, especially people from India, people from everywhere, I think. Thank you for your time, everybody. Hare Krishna.